Mm-mm. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in the building. Ronnie, what's going on? What's going on with you? Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. More than you know. Thank you. Pizza, pasta, and some liquor. Ah. And you're not sharing it with me. Keep the keep the pizza and pasta. How about the liquor? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. Yeah, bring the liquor. Yep. You're going to you're going to your meetings after this. I know, right? See, you shouldn't have gotten me started. You should not have gotten me started. That I mean, Ridiculous. I was in love with AP Deli before, Mr. Submarine came into my life. I tell you. Woo! Good Lord. Let's see. Look of Love. That should give me enough time to get downstairs, get my sandwich. You will next time. What about this time? See, people tease you, right? Oh, well, we having a party over here. Oh, that's right. You got to work. You can't come. Okay. Like I got uninvited to a wedding once. Oh man, I ain't mean to call you. Well, by the way, I'm getting married. Oh, that's right. You can't come. It's out of town. Oh, I guess you're right. I don't go out of town. Well, I can't afford to. Ronnie said, I've learned my lesson from doing that. Right. It's like, oh man, we forgot to invite you to this party, man. I saw some pictures from this party, right? And, it was like all the old radio people. Richard Steele was there and some of the other record reps and what's her name? Hey, baby, Bonnie DeShawn. Yeah, she was there. I'm like, and y'all didn't invite me? Okay. Everybody was there. Jerome Simmons, who was like a photographer for us back in the day. He knew all the record reps and stuff. And I said, I so I called one of the guys that was there, John Davis, who used to work for one of the record companies. He's like, oh, I just found out about it myself. I said, and nobody called me or text me or something. I had to find out about it after it happened. Okay. It was for a record rep by the name of Frank Chaplin. Well, to us, he was Uncle Frank, and everybody knew and respected him back in the day when he was doing his thing. And I'm like, okay, all right, y'all didn't invite me. Okay, cool. Richard Steele was there. Now, Richard is you know up in age. As a matter of fact, he just had a birthday in January. He and I are Capricorns. So my thing was, okay, y'all didn't invite me, little old me. So, had Herb been here, I'm sure he would have gotten invited to. I was like, dang, okay, all right, that's how y'all, okay. It's cool, it's cool. You know. But it's neither here nor there. It's over with. And on top of that, it was at Josephine's. So when I saw Victor Love the other night, he made no mention of it either. It's like, oh, okay, we cool, we cool. Luther Vandross and Martha Wash from the Weather Girls and I Who Have Nothing, originally done by uh, Benny King, to Peanut Butter Brother Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Pamela C. Hawkins, Ronnie Williams, and a cast of thousands. Thank you so much for joining us here on Bedtime Stories. Ken Watlington, what's going on, sir? Later on tonight, I got a young man that I'm going to be interviewing. His name is Terry Rogers. I listened to some of his music and I'm like, okay, how old is this guy? I plan to ask him how old he is. I'm like, okay, all right. I like your music. Okay, let's see what's going on. So later on this evening, we'll be talking to Terry Rogers. I hope all of his people will be listening because the last time I had an interview with some people, it was Troop. That was my highest rated show. But please don't tell Troy that because he thinks that no one listens to me and that I'm just sitting in this room talking to myself. So, but anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the, oh, there he is right now. Later this evening, I have a young man, okay? Uh, please ignore Troy tonight, as we do every night. Here on Bedtime Stories, here's the late, great Still Bill Withers on Bedtime Stories. Forever. Mm-mm. With you. $4.99. Good Lord. Spending the night. But anywho, put me in your mix. Anyway, how you doing, Troy? Troy the heckler, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what crazy stuff he's got coming out of his mouth tonight. He's the heckler, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, the freedom. You ever- All right. Coming. Pizza, pasta, and some liquor. Well, I think I have a little liquor left over here. Some Corona, and of course, um, some some 1800. Yep. So I should be good. I should sleep well again tonight. Sing it, Barry. So let's see now. Hmm. Yep. It's tequila, a Corona, and something else. And a black and mild. That's about it. You're definitely going to sleep really well. I know I am after that, boy. Yeah. Sleep very well because I'm old. I was reminded of that today by one of my coworkers. I'm like, but that's what young folks say. That's what young people say about people who are of a certain age. You know, um, I'm like, sweetheart, I'm not old, but thank you for thinking that of me. Because you know, so you're not walking in that conversation. And like, she tried to drill into my head that I'm old. I'm like, no, old is when you walk in, on crutches, a walker, big old cane or something like that, losing your balance and all that. That's old, sweetheart. I'm perfectly fine. I can walk and run and do all sorts of things that, you can do, so but I'm like, old, okay. So 60 is a death sentence. It's like, okay, I should go somewhere and sit in my rocking chair, put my blanket over me and what, smoke a pipe. And my dog sitting at my feet, handing me my slippers. I ain't ready for that yet. I'm sorry, but you know. And I think I probably did that too when I was younger. And so you old, you know. Team AARP, I know, right? But and I tell people this all the time, and of course, Troy will disagree with me. Um, maybe Latuda or something can help with that. Thank you. Yeah, my taste in music. There he goes again. He always attacking me, but that's okay because I know it's all in fun. Either that or you're delusional because I'm the king of Dusties. But anyway, you know, there's no one left but me. So it's. But I get it. I understand. But it's whatever your perception is about, people who are old. Dusty Rhodes is the king of Dusties. Okay. And it's like, you know, I don't, I don't feel like I should, roll up in the ball and, you know, go somewhere and sat down in the corner, you know, which is why I chose not to get get an apartment inside of a senior home. I sat outside that senior home for about 15 minutes. And I looked at it. I was like, nah. A good friend of mine, she was telling me about it. She said, they take them as early as 60. I think she said as early as 55. And she said, you be in good company because there's some old guys out there who play checkers and they were all former jazz musicians. I'm like, at first it really sounded like a good idea. I'm like, okay, well, I'll be in good company with, people who know about music, you know. And I was like, okay. Then I thought about it again and I was like, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to just sit down and be still and, time for your medicine, Mr. Greer. And, I'm just not ready for that. But, I just thought it was just, you know, interesting that this lady that I've known for years would try to point me in the direction of a senior home like that. So Right, that's a nursing home. And I don't need any aid in getting in and out of bed, out of the bathtub, all of that stuff. You know, if if I if I get to that point, I will let you know. I will let you know. All right, let me fade this out here. Barry White, put me in your mix. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Right now, I'm going to go get my dinner. Here's Isaac Hayes, The Look of Love on Bedtime Stories. All right, I'm going now. We grab put on my booties. Because, you know, old folks, they wear booties. They don't wear boots like I do. Stylish Italian boots. I know. Go ahead, Troy. Say what you got to say. All right, I'm back. Preston Shanks, what's going on, sir? Woo, good Lord, good God. But anyway, so I don't know if the young lady was joking or not, or just trying to drill into my head that, I'm actually old. She asked me a few months ago, she's like, how come you never date anyone your own age? I was like, as if to say that I like young women. And, excuse me, my thing is, and I've said this before, I like the same type of woman that I've always liked. Unfortunately, she just wasn't born then. So, I like full figured women. Al said because they're all dead. That's what I said too, because they're all dead. All the people that I went to grammar school and high school, I saw some of them, and I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but when they say black doesn't crack, sometimes it kind of, you know, you know, it kind of frays a little, I guess. I was like, okay. There are, all of these young ladies that I went to grammar school and high school with, they have grandchildren that are in their 40s. Yeah. And I ain't mad at them at all. We had like a reunion a few months ago, and one of the guys showed up with his new girlfriend. And needless to say, she wasn't even around when we were kids. So I'll put it to you that way. But the brother still looks, he looks good for our age. We're all, 61, 62. So, you know, yeah, he was always, the pretty boy at school, chocolate complexion, perfectly round fro. And, he had a younger girl with him, you know. I ain't mad at him, you know. If she's cool with it, then hey, they're cool. Pam said there's older men that go with younger women. Yes, there is, but some women, they think old, wrinkled, that type of thing. Um, I don't have a wrinkle on my body. you know, I just don't. I'm fortunate to have gotten, I guess, my mother's genes because she was starting to wrinkle before she passed, but you would never tell that she was in her 80s, but she was always moving around before she got sick, and that whole old thing, she just wasn't just wasn't church finger. I know, right? She just wasn't ready to give up. Some people at certain ages, they're just, oh, I'm old and that's it. It's like at no point should you give up until your body actually gives up. And that's the way I look at it. When your body breaks down, then that's when you say, okay, I'm done. I'm really done with that. So, but that young lady, she's going to be in for a rude awakening when she gets older, and somebody calls her old. First time somebody calls her old, she gonna cry all day. you know, I'm lucky to have that thick skin that I get from both parents, where it doesn't really bother me. Even though I'm talking about it, it must bother me, right? Okay, anyway. So, but I just thought it was you know kind of it was at first it was funny, then it became really irritating to me that she really thought that you know that 60-year-olds are old these days. Now back in the day, yeah, when my dad was this age, he was old. He didn't do nothing, he didn't go nowhere. As a matter of fact, one of my uncles, his one of his brothers said, I don't know what happened to him. He you know we used to dress to go out and stuff. Now he dresses up, puts a hat on and a plaid shirt, and sits in the backyard with some blue jeans on. I was like, yeah, but you're younger than he is. He's the older brother. He said, I'm just not ready to give up. You know, one of my uncles, he didn't have no hair on his head. He's rocking a ponytail. So he wasn't ready to. So was Herb Kent for that matter. But, old to me is a state of mind. It's a state of your body just starting to, well, I can't do the stuff I used to do. I'm like, well, none of us can. None of us can do the stuff that we used to do. Riding a bike for hours, running and jumping, dancing all night. None of us can because we're out of practice. If you danced all night when you were younger, then you can dance all night now. That means you just never stopped. If you could make love all night back then and you're still sexually active, then you can still continue to make love. But you're talking to somebody who went to the gym 3 times a day. And as the weight started falling off, you know, as I got more fit, people were thinking that I was sick. They said, "Oh, you lost too much weight." I'm like, oh, okay. You look sick. Are you sick? You know, I got asked by 2 different people. You know, from my job, are you sick? No, I'm trying to maintain my weight, trying to bring it down from uh, I was like 220, 230, and I brought it down. I was like, you know, to like 180, 210. So, well, see, Preston, you're still active, and that's just it. You know, some people swear by the gym. There's this guy, Stony Jackson. Stony is still in great shape. You know, Stoney's got to be like in his 70s, but he's still in good shape. You know, he goes to the gym all the time. You're at the gym now. See, and that's just it. You know, you don't have to. You know, you can reverse the aging process by working out, by drinking plenty of water. Of course, I don't have any now because I just got through drinking the dreaded Diet Coke. So I don't drink anything, you know, no sugary drinks or anything like that. So, I plan to live a long time. You know, I plan to get old, and that's just it. But like I said, that young lady's going to be in for a rude awakening the first time someone calls her old. You know, that's going to be it. She's going to cry all day, all day. You know, yep. Yeah, you know Stony. If you've ever been out to these stepper sets and you see Stony, it's like if he's still wearing muscle shirts. I said, man, I want to be like you when I grow up. You know, but I heard someone say something about a close friend of mine that I call Uncle. They said, oh, he looked like the crib keeper. I'm like, well, he's 84, 85 years old, but he's still getting around. He still can drive. He still can see. He wore glasses when he was younger. I guess he's either wearing contacts or you know his eyesight got better. I don't know. And he got a young girlfriend with him, so he can still put his leg behind his head. But ain't nobody calling him old. Well, except this one person saying, "Ooh, he look like the crypt keeper." Like, but once again, if you take care of yourself, then you could pretty much live forever. You know, frequent trips to to your doctor. Who knows? You live to be 100. It's just all in your diet. You know, cut down on the soul food. Soul food Sunday. That's it. Not soul food Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No. Ham hocks every day. Ham hocks for breakfast. No, it's just ain't the way. When I didn't have a vehicle, I walked everywhere. I walked everywhere when I was a kid, and even recently when I, between um, not having a car and getting the van, I walked. You know, yeah, you got to get that diet on. I don't care what anyone says. You have to take care of yourself, and your body will take care of you if you take care of it. But all that you old stuff, you know. started to say, "But you fat, I can reverse the aging process. Will you ever be slim? Probably not. I don't know, but you know, some people can be cruel. Like Troy, he's relentless in trying to break me down. I was like, bruh, I got all these awards and trophies behind me. But you say ham hock sandwiches. I know, right? It's like, man, I know, play nice in the sandbox. But people take you there sometimes. They want to get you out of your comfort zone. It's like, I don't like to argue with nobody. I just don't. Arguing what I have to make my point made. No, if you don't see my point of view, then you're an idiot. And that's the end of it. Robert Winter and Magic Man right here on Bedtime Stories. Show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Later on this evening, I have a special guest. His name is Terry Rogers. We'll be talking to him sometime after 10 o'clock Central Standard Time here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Preston Shanks, who is right now at the gym. And that's how you keep in shape. In case you guys didn't know, it makes sense, right? Go to the gym, go to the bakery if you want to get fat. But you know, um, there are certain things that you can do to stay in shape besides going to the gym. Would you say, Preston? Troy got a crush on you. Oh yeah, I know. Known that for a while. But anyway, that's why he's trying to break me down so he can come over here and get some of this peanut butter. But anyway, that my door don't swing that way. Uh-uh. I didn't get all these kids by just looking at these women. Trust me. Anyway, once again, if you stay in shape, drink plenty of water, because people ask me all the time, how do you keep your skin like that? I said, I try to drink water, and that's it. You know, well, I got to wash my tequila down with something, don't I? Here's the first of two in a row from the OJs. I want you here with me, AG. Carmen McRae. That's so funny. I don't even know Carmen McRae. Love her music though. Man, did they staple this enough? They stapled the hell out of this, Ronnie. If I were trying to break in, boy, it would be like crazy. There we go. Got it. Anyway. Stop moving. And still, there is no Mr. Submarine around my house. Yeah, my sandwich is cold. Put a little heat on it. Be right back. 30 seconds on the clock. That should do it. Anyway, what Troy have to say? Oh, same comment. I guess he ran out of stuff to say. All right. Come to me. That's a sandwich. There we go. Coming to a Mr. Submarine near you, me. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, yeah. So you start your withdrawal. I know, right? It's so good. Spit up, better, better. I know. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Forever. So how you just gonna get me hooked on these sandwiches and then, now I got to go to rehab. That's crazy. Crazy good. But that's a sandwich. Mm-mm. You say I'm on my own next time. Mm. Mm-mm. Woo. He's back. You mm. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I need to take that back before they charge me for it. You're going to charge me for something I didn't use. Mm-mm-mm. Baby girl, we belong. Russell Baker, shake and bake. I heard that. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. The OJs and Forever Mine from the album Identify Yourself. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. That's who I am. What's up to Russell, aka Shake and Bake Baker? He said, when you're down and under the weather, call the doctor. He will get you together with the sounds that make a grown man weep, but he puts you to bed but never to sleep. Dr. Al Greer. Put some respect on it. Thank you. Thank you, Russ. I'm going to pin that one so that people know. There we go. We pinning that. Yeah, we're going to leave that one up there. Yeah. I like that one, Russ. I'm leaving that one up there all night. I appreciate you. Everybody else is a hater. Troy's a straight up hater. Don't worry. One of these days, you'll be famous, bro. You'll be famous. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And Bedtime Stories is sponsored by our good friends at Grubhub. Mm, 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 mm,
Mm. Get the food you love with perks from Grub What You Love.
Grubhub, a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, which is bigsradio.com, and of course, WRLNradio.com, a radio media station. That, of course, my nephew, who allows me to be on his station, and I allow him to be on my station. There is no competition between the two of us. Not even the same women. Definitely no competition right there. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Coming up later on, we'll be talking with this young man who I can't wait to ask him how old he is. He sounds way older than he really appears to be. His name is Terry Rogers. We'll be talking to him later on here on Bedtime Stories. Right now, here's Lakeside, and I want to hold your hand. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't think anybody can beat that. When you're down and out and under the weather, call the doctor and he will get you together with the sounds that make a grown man weep. He puts you to bed but never to sleep. Dr. Al Greer, put some respect on it. Thank you, Russ. Any comeback for that, Troy? I didn't think so. Whew. I am full now, Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you again. You know I am, Ronnie. I am stuffed. Whew. Now I know what a Thanksgiving turkey feels like. I am stuffed. Right. Boy, do I. I'm looking at a half a piece, and I just can't eat the rest of it. So that's going to be lunch. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Lunch and dinner tomorrow. Yep. That's right. I got to go to the gospel station tomorrow. So, yep. Whew. And they give you like a good helping of fries. A good helping of fries. That's what's up. There was a hoagie place around here a few years ago until they closed down. I don't know what happened. One of the young ladies at my job, um, who doesn't think I'm old, she um, they named it after her niece, who's named Haley. It's called Haley's Hoagies. So, yep, they shut down. That and the Heralds that was around here. I'm like, dang, I've been gone for a long time, haven't I? But yep, I am back in the Inglewood, in the hood where it's all good. Whew. I am I'm like after a Christmas dinner, boy. I'm just looking at the half of sandwich. Even if I had the munchies, I wouldn't be able to eat the rest of that. I tell you. Cordless microphone. How old is this receipt? Chicago Heights. I don't even live out there anymore. Whoo! Good God. All I want to do now is sleep. Put that to the side over there. Mm-mm. That was quite a bit. But anyway, my numbers are dropping. Hey, don't forget, share the live video on your page where it says like, comment, and share. Just hit share because sharing is caring. I know that sounds corny, but it's true. It's true. I cannot find what I'm looking for. I'm finding everything but that. Mask. Ooh, money. I didn't know I had that. All right, there we go. It's money. Oh, I know where it is. No need to worry. No need to cry. He's your Messiah, and you're the reason why. Because I would die for you. All right. I know, share. I know. I thought I had the heat on there for a minute. Or maybe they turn on the heat in the building, you know. And one time my landlords used to be on my live. I guess I got a little too, a little too raunchy for them. We like to talk about different subjects here. So, you know. Patricia Horton, hey. DJ Carl Dobbins, Gregory Cash. Bow, 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 bow. Uh. Prince and somebody right here on Bedtime Stories with the peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And last night, we experienced an upset. Outgoing Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she, of course, conceded. She had her exit speech, but Willie Wilson is not ready to give up the goat yet, as it were. He's not ready to give up. They said the write-in votes, so the mail-in votes were not counted yet. So, yeah, he's a little salty, to say the least. Yeah, it's like we haven't counted all the votes yet. Don't count me out yet. Sorry. Dr. Wilson's probably a little salty right now. All the money he gave out to, because he came to our church twice and gave out money. He made a contribution to the church. His orchestra played at the church. His orchestra, the Willie Wilson Orchestra. And it was glorious. It was great. He did his thing and the band did their thing. And, he dropped down some money for us and the whole thing. I was like, gave away gas cards and everything. And didn't even come in third place. Third place was Lori Lightfoot. I'm like, what's really going on? But we shall see in April. Between Paul Vallis and Brother Brandon Johnson. We'll see what happens right here on Bedtime Stories. Would you say he came to your church too? Get out of here. He was just church hopping. Church hopping. Which is something, yeah, poor Willie, I know. Church hopping. Yeah. Which is interesting. It's something that I play drums at one church, and he made a comment about church hopping. I'm like, huh? I was trying to figure out what he was saying, church hopping. You can't go from one church to another. And I was like, why? Why? Maybe he had a bad experience going to somebody else's church. Maybe he had a bad experience and he's like, okay, I'm not going to anybody else's church anymore. So I get it. I understand. When you have a bad experience about something, you just tend not to do it anymore. I won't go back. Won't do that again. What's up to my nephew, Ray Neal of Ray Neal Media? Yep, they're still counting the votes because, a lot of people were not able to get out and vote. So a lot of people are probably doing it by mail. So they're still counting the votes, counting them up. And of course, Willie Wilson is not not done yet. You know, don't count me out dead. So yeah, it's between Brandon Johnson. That's a straight up black name if ever I heard one. Brandon Johnson, my son-in-law. Ooh, did I say son-in-law? Ooh, I never say son-in-law. Yeah. My son-in-law's name is Brandon. David Brown resigned. I saw that. I saw that. We were as a matter of fact, someone called in to the radio station and said, I have some breaking news. David Brown has stepped down as the superintendent of the police officers. I'm like, he was going to get fired anyway because both Valance and Johnson said that, you know, as soon as I get in office, first thing I'm going to do is fire that damn David Brown with his L.A. Reid looking ass. He got to go. L.A. Reid glasses wearing, got to go. Oops, I'm sorry. It's Cherie Yvette Withers Banks. I almost cussed. See, y'all gonna try to get me in trouble in front of her. Lori Howard, hello, handsome baby daddy. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Even though I got called old today, I needed that. Not that the person, you know, that said anything about me, you know, didn't really, she don't know any better, you know. Oh, you like that, Carl Dobbins? Don't be no hater, man. Don't be no hater, man. Man. But yes, Lori. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You made my night. Troy and Carl are haters. Haters. That's what I try to tell people. It's a blessing to get old these days. You know, considering what, you know, some of us have been through, you know, we still are here. You know, no matter, you know, what the doctor diagnosed or whatever, we're still here. Oh, you have a few months to live. Like, yeah, okay. Well, what does the Lord say? Okay, I'm still here. All right. Holler back at you later, Doc. See you in a few years. John Caldwell. Carl Darwin said, I just woke up in time to start the decaf pot. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. You ain't going to let that go, are you? That's a joke between the two of us. You know, you used to always tease him. I'm like, why are you so on edge all the time, man? You should try decaf. He just looked at me like, and he just started laughing. Like, what? You always be on edge. You know, Carl be ready to take somebody out. I'm like, bro, chill. Now, if I ever catch up with him, I'm gonna, what? You gonna what? You know, people say that all the time. If I ever catch up with that MF, I'm gonna kill him. And then where will you be? You know, and I asked people, I said, does that make you feel better that you beat somebody up? Does it make you feel better? Sometimes, yeah. You know, David is going back to Texas. Well, hallelujah. Yeehaw. You know, because he did, you know, unfortunately, um, he really didn't do too much of anything while he was here. Nothing that I ever heard of. It's like crime was on the rise after his, you know, arrival here. So, but we wish him well, don't we? like the boll weevil. But anyway, back to Texas. Very good. Preston Shanks, he's going to be a CEO of a law firm. Well, maybe he might, maybe that was his, because everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses. And as a police superintendent, nah, just wasn't cutting it. And remember, who was that guy? He was the superintendent before David Brown. What was his name? The white guy who was thinking about running for mayor too. I'm like, you really think that you're going to run for mayor after that whole Laquan McDonald thing? And you think you're going to, yeah, no. What you say, Chirac for real? This guy thought he was going to run against, who was the mayor at the time? Rahm Emanuel. He's well off, no love lost. I know, but Preston, what did he do while he was here? And that's just it. Nothing. He did absolutely, positively nothing. Maybe he did something internally that we didn't know anything about. Maybe he shined up some of the police cars or put new radios in them or something. I don't know. Put a 6-disc CD changer in the back. I don't know. I didn't hear of anything that he did that was of any significance to the city of Chicago. So for him to resign, it's like, well, good riddance. Now, what if Lightfoot had have won? Would he have stayed? So, right, more donuts. I know, right? Tuna rub from Phyllis Hyman Greer on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. David Brown, who was the police superintendent here in Chicago, has stepped down. That was announced on our radio station well, not my radio station. This one's mine. That's that ain't mine. So one of the listeners called in and said, this just in, like they were, saying something we didn't know. David Brown has stepped down as the police superintendent of Chicago. I can't remember of him doing anything that was of any significance. Carl Dobbins said, well, more donuts, more free coffee and donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. Because I swear today I was going on my way to work. And you know how they hate to see us hold our phones while we're driving. That's actually against the law to hold your phone while you're driving. Well, I saw he could have been a lieutenant because, those are the ones with the white shirts on with a big old cup of coffee, just holding it like he was texting with it or something. So, maybe David Brown got us, got them some free coffee. That's all. Because I remember one morning I was on my way to church. I actually got out of the car at the drive-through on 63rd, right off of Union, and paid for the cop's coffee. And he just looked at me like, this Negro is paying for my coffee. Yeah, I did that. As much as we say we hate the cops because the cops are not on the up and up, but not all of them are bad. Not every cop is a-hole. Just most of them. And every now and then, I wave, I speak to them or whatever. My sister's a cop. My bass brother, he's a retired cop. So, once again, they're not all really bad. Not all of them. Some of them, yeah. Here's Gladys. What you say? Uh, Muhammad Ali said the same thing about venomous snakes. I hear you. I hear you, my brother. He said the same thing about venomous snakes. I know that's right. Once a snake, always a snake, right? Yep. When times are hard. Tomorrow is going to be snow, windy, and cold, 36 degrees. The next day is going to be 41 degrees. All up and down, in and out. Ooh, Lord. There might be. Our criminals have special needs. Yeah, I know that's right. From one of my favorite movies of all time, The Mac, Willie Hutch, right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. I got to tell you, I know I've told this story many times, but it gets more and more interesting every time I tell it. We were taken to the drive-in, not drive-through, but drive-in, to see a triple feature. Mandingo, it was either Coffee or Foxy Brown, one of those movies, and of course The Mac. Now, we were teenagers at the time, so of course, under 17, not admitted without parent. Well, the parent was one of our uh, ladies on the block, and she took us. It was like a group of us in a station wagon, and we went to see this triple feature. And I'm sure she probably kept her eyes closed the whole time. Mandingo, either Coffee or Foxy Brown, and The Mac. Can you imagine? Can you? Anyway, you probably can't. Anyway, coming up in a few minutes, foreplay right now. Lisa and Cult Jam featuring Full Force and All Cried Out. Lisa, Cult Jam. What'd you say, dinner break? Time for me to get some water. That's the water break. Back. Woo! What happened to my guest tonight? Come live with me. Woo! Good Lord. I'm warm and full. So let me take you home. So, what's for dinner, DJ Carl? Come live with me. Somebody went to sleep. Mm. Just as long. And just as long as the world is round. The late great Isaac Lee Hayes Jr. Come live with me from the album Chocolate Chip, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. I'm going to leave that quote up there that Russell Baker said. So when you're down and out under the weather, call the doctor. He will get you together with the sounds that make a grown man weep. He puts you to bed but never asleep. Dr. Al Greer. Put some respect on it. I like that. We'll leave that up there all night long. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Preston Shank said, our criminals have special needs. I'm sure they do. Most criminals do have special needs. I don't want to name any names, but yeah, one of them is going to get, he's already gotten 30 years. So by the time he gets out of jail, he won't be peeing on nobody but himself. Victor Jackson, what's going on, Slick Vic? I hope he's not listening to me in the joint. Even if he is, I'm not his type. So it's Prince Rogers Nelson once again. If I were your girlfriend on Bedtime Stories. So you can't see my face. I don't want to take his quote down. I like it so much. I don't want to. Okay, I'll take it down. Okay. All right, taking it down. Dang, you never let me have any fun anymore. Not that you're helpless. Being in love about. Slick Vic. Blue lights in the basement, baby, baby, baby. If I was your girlfriend, be so fine. You are to me. Shirley, you can see. Don't call me Shirley. Slow and greasy. Hmm. me change the way I wanna love you tonight. Roger and Zapp and Slow and Easy on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Congratulations to me. I'm a pawpaw once again. Yeah. Don't know the details yet. All I have is a picture. So I guess I'm a pawpaw again. Ugh, that makes number 9, doesn't it? Number 9. Just when I thought 8 was enough. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just ahead of foreplay with Larry Graham and One in a Million You. Know me so long to believe I never find anyone trying to convince me to give in. Said you can't win. Would you say grandpa extra strength? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh boy. Whew. Well, congratulations. Wow. Whew. I think that makes 9 for me. Yep, 9. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Huh. Call you. You said grandpa extra strength. Thank you. And Angela Winbush. Mm-mm-mm. Larry Graham, the guy who gave the bass guitar its new sound. One in a million you, right here on Bedtime Stories. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard earlier, I am a grandfather once again. Yeah. Details are coming up at 11. Details at 11. I'm Grandma single strength and I'm Grandpa extra strength. Thank you. I'll be that. I'll be that. As long as I don't look like nobody's grandpa. Anyway, Bedtime Stories is sponsored by our good friends over at Grubhub. Bree. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, which is BiggsRadio.com, as well as WRLNRadio.com, a radio media station. It's your peanut butter grandpa. Hey, Bree. Give me the details right quick. What time was she born and all that good stuff? Because now the doctor said on the 7th. They don't know when the baby's due. They'd say, they give like a roundabout, roundabout date or time, 8:31, which is interesting. Both Alonzo and Larice were born at around the same time, about 8:30, 8:40. They were both born around that time. Yeah, guess I have to welcome this new one in, this new little one. So, congratulations to all of us. Yeah, can't wait to see her Saturday. But anyway, it is time for foreplay, so it gives me time to run around the house and cry. She was born on January 18th, 1955. She's an American R&B soul singer, writer, and musician who rose to fame in the 1980s with the group, or the duo, I should say, of Renee and Angela, also scoring hits as a solo artist. To this date, she has sold over 10 million albums and singles worldwide. And on top of that, she was married to Mr. Biggs. Tonight we feature in foreplay Angela Winbush on Bedtime Stories. JL Kimberly. It should have been Alana. We ain't gonna fight over it, but it should have been Alana. £7, 8 ounces. Whew. All right, let me put the rest of my sandwich away before it spoils. And I can't eat it tomorrow for lunch or in dinner. Oh, Kimberly. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Whew. Okay. Whew. Not Kimberly. Zion. Okay. Whoa. Well, whatever her name is, she gonna get spoiled by Paw too. Mm-mm-mm. Your smile. Well, well, we did it, huh? Mm-mm. Right again. Hmm. Zion. I like that. Come on, Zion. So every time the preacher says, "Come on, Zion," I guess she gonna say, "That's me." Okay, all right. Come on, Zion. Alrighty then. Well, isn't anybody else going to congratulate me? I guess everybody like got frozen once again. They all froze up. Of love. Alrighty then. So we got a new mayor and almost new mayor and a new grandchild. All right, that's what's up. Sing. JL Zion. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hmm. Woo-ha. I get weak. Keep on turning me on. You're welcome. What did I do? But you're welcome. You're welcome, Mo. Mo Diddley. I love the way she ends that song, boy. She just lets the drummer go crazy on that one, boy. Wrapping up foreplay, Angela Winbush. Inside foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, of course, I am a grandfather. Her name is Joelle Zion or JL Zion. I'll get it right one of these days. Hopefully soon, you know. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Angela Winbush, of course, used to sing background for Stevie Wonder. She was part of Wonder Love at one time. She learned the ropes from Stevie Wonder, and of course, she was up and producing with her partner, Renee Moore, who also wrote songs for Michael Jackson and others. She helped produce the Isley Brothers album, Smooth Sailing. She wrote most of the tunes on there. Um, she wrote a tune for her album, and she in turn put it on their album. That song, of course, is called Hello, Beloved, which features Ron Isley, her then husband, right here on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. Hello. to say hello. A special. Oh. God for you. Yes, I do. Come on, Ron. Hello. So true. Up your door. Hear you sing. Chris Bass. Hear you sing. It's alright. It's alright. Hear you sing. It's alright. It's alright. Hear you sing. It's alright. Hear you sing. It's alright. Ken Dub, what's going on? Kenny Cool Cat. She produced a couple of albums for the Isley Brothers, kept them in the limelight, boy. That, of course, from the album Smooth Sailing, which features Angela Winbush once again. Come My Way. That's her singing in the background, along with Rudolph Isley. Of course, that's Ron on the lead vocals. Come My Way, produced by Angela Winbush, right here on Bedtime Stories. Of course, we did Angela tonight in Foreplay. Like I said, she did a couple of albums for the Isley Brothers while she was married to Mr. Biggs. He's one of my favorite ones. This is also produced by her. The Isley Brothers and Real Woman. Possess. Very best in me, babe. Oh, yeah. Tend to make you cry. Upon your breast. I'd rather die than to make you cry. Woo! Come on, Ron. Ron Isley. Who sits down these days at his concerts. He sits on the stool and sings with his cane. Gene Chandler said, I ain't going out like that. He said, I ain't gonna make a fool out of myself like they doing. Okay, Gene. Apple juice, yes. Yeah, I just put it in a beer bottle so it look like I'm, But yes, that is apple juice, yes. Sure enough. Woman.
This is Natasha as Gas, and you're listening to Bedtime Stories.
Down, down, down. In the night. Yep. How did you know, John? It must be the golden color. Yes. Ah. So rightful. You said Ken Ken. What I know. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight because I didn't get a nap. Well, I got a little nap. I was watching some more, and she was funny in spurts, and it's like put me to sleep. Hey, Emma. How are you, Emma? You have a blessed night too and a great weekend as well. Emma Green. Mm, 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 mm. Another one produced by Miss Angela Winbush, or Angela Winbush, Angela Lisa Winbush, as she was born. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Emma. Thank you so much for joining us here on our Facebook Live. I really appreciate it. Ken Watlington, as always. John Caldwell, my I guess you can say my bass brother because he plays bass too. So I have not played bass in so long. I've been busy playing drums in church, so I haven't had a chance. I had to show the drummer a few licks at the second church that I play at. It's like, oh, you copying me? Okay, all right. He said, well, I can teach you how to play church music, and you can teach me a little R&B. I said, you're absolutely right. I can teach you more R&B than you can teach me how to play church music. I can't do that. That what do they call it? The shouting. I can't do that. That beat just sounds so unnatural to me. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, with the Temptations from the album of the same name. This is Song for You, which features Mr. Dennis Edwards on the lead. Mm-mm. We were alone, and I was singing this song for you. Once again, thank you, Emma. I really appreciate that. Precious Secrets. Thank you, Emma. I'm trying. Be right back. Bathroom. I'm back. Oh, good God. No, that wasn't a fart. That was my chair. Mm-mm. What are you? You thought it was the chair doing the farting. See? Ooh, that sounded nasty. Ooh. Over you. That sounds like something Troy would say. It's like, Al, did you fart? Nothing worse than one of those old man farts, isn't it? Yeah, those old man farts can drive you crazy. Shoot up, my baby. But you just walked past me. It's almost time for bed, ladies and gentlemen. And no, that's not what you thought it was. Anyway. and another great remake from Luther Vandross, originally done by Little Anthony and the Imperials, written by Tony Randazzo. That is going out of my head. That's going to do it for your peanut butter brother. Thank you so much for staying up with me. Ken, I didn't fart. Ken, I didn't fart. Duran, thank you so much for checking me out. Also to Emma, I appreciate it. Hopefully that won't be the last time. I don't know what happened to my guest tonight, but that's okay. We'll try it again next week. Maybe he had something else better to do. I don't know. Maybe he had company. Lucky him, right? Ronnie, thank you so much for my Mr. Submarine sandwich. I'll be eating that for the next 3 days. Yeah, it was so much. I was like, I just can't get my mouth all the way around it. Anyway, congratulations to me. I'm a grandfather for the 9th time. Yeah. Joelle Zion, or as I'm going to call her, Jay-Z. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Uh, good night. Can't call her grandma. She don't like that. Glamour. Good night, everybody. Dun, All right, ladies and germs, I am done. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend because tomorrow's my Friday. So peace out. We'll talk again on Monday, and hopefully my guest will reschedule for next Wednesday. I don't know what happened to him.